what all the people say. You're riding high in April, shot down in May.
Once in a while I get obsessed with this one idea or thought that I never really share with anyone because of how incredibly lame they are. Out loud it always sounds profusely simplistic and nothing you'd really think twice about. Wait, shit, this is also out loud. Alright, bear with me here, I want you to know what my thought process is like. Whenever I get a thought like this, it changes the way I view everything. The most recent one has to do with time and age. I've been mesmerized with the thought of how different someone as old as 70's view on the world is from mine, an irrelevant 16-year-old. A 70-year-old man is very common, unlike someone who is 90 or even 100. A 70-year-old is the age of our grandparents. They were born in the 30s or 40s, and some might even have vivid memories of World War II. Today we only attempt to capture this image with movies and in classrooms. I spent an entire year in middle school history class learning about something that from my point of view was ages ago, but for another person was a part of their childhood. To me, that's incredible. I used to live in New York and I'm not even old enough to have memories of 9/11. The biggest news in my lifetime so far was the Justin and Britney breakup. That tells you a lot. That 70-year-old remembers the Beatles taking a hold of America, can tell you where they were when Kennedy was shot, and what it was like during the Civil Rights Movement. A lot of them probably fought against it, but they'll never tell you that. I'm looking at you, Texas. The primary reason this fascinates me so much is because I have an obsession with the 60s. Especially the corruption and what loud people in conversations today compare everything bad to. The Richard Nixon scandal, the Gulf of Tonkin incident that led to us going to war with Vietnam, the effect John Lennon had on American culture. I can't get enough of it. Whenever I get the chance to speak to a 70-year-old American, I always ask them if they went to Woodstock. For the 13-year-old wannabe YouTubers that make up the major demographic of my viewership, Woodstock was one of the most famous music festivals in history that took place in upstate New York in 1969. This festival was only a few days, but for me it represented so much and captured a time period. These people represented a defiant group that started a movement for peace. Alright, settle down, Sneak, you're not writing a college application. These people started the Civil Rights Movement, protested the Vietnam War, were the first major activists in American culture for gay pride. All the mushy-gushy stuff Fox News stereotypes liberals like me for. These hundreds of thousands of people all got together for a weekend in the rain to enjoy some music and trip fucking balls on LSD. It is said that in a tent at that festival, Al Gore was conceived. That's why I'm obsessed with the 60s. Everyone who tries to expose me and make videos about why I'm an asshole should see some of my playlists on Spotify. I really look like an ass. It's embarrassing how many separate Stones, Zeppelin, Doors, Hendrix, Floyd, Beatles, and countless more playlists I have. Look at my fucking desktop background. It looks like my 30-year-old grandchildren died in a car accident and I can't let go of them. But behind every quirky nerd thing that I do, there's a reason. I hate today's culture. That's an understatement. Today's culture to me is worse than cancer and AIDS mixed together in a blender. And I would even go so far as to say I wish I was alive 50 years ago, but then I'd probably be put in a Japanese internment camp, so yeah, maybe not. If I could be white and live in the 60s, I'd do it in a heartbeat. Today's pop culture is a plethora of twerking, swag, Nicki Minaj, 90s kids nostalgia, T. Martin, those moody indie bands, Call of Duty Ghosts, and Ugg boots. I don't deserve to be here. I was born too late to see the moon landing on TV, but just in time to see Miley Cyrus.